Hey everybody, this is Carson from 3DJoes, and we're celebrating 5 years by giving away $5 posters. Now there's two life-size posters that are not included in that $5 deal. There's the Defiant, which is 44 inches tall, thing's huge, and then there's the USS flag. And both of these are life-size recreations of the actual box art. There was a gentleman that peeled off the original box art and stuck it in a tube for 30 years. And then Terry Dizzard hooked me up with it several months ago, and we spent about 20 to 30 hours on each of these. Scanning and restoring the imagery, and then we did offset lithograph prints with both of those. So both of these are included in the all-in option though. You can either buy either of these for 15 bucks or you can get them in the all-in. And then in addition to those for the all-in, you get one of every one of these. So this is the 24 by 36 3DJoes poster stack. So the first one is the Rolodex, and this is every character from 1982 to 1985. All the Peach file card years. There's no duplication there, so if you had somebody like Grand Slam that got a couple cards, you'll only see Grand Slam on there once. Then we're going to start with the vehicles, going from the later ones to the earlier ones. So this is 1988, 1989. Then you have a full-size terror drone, and each one of these is just $5 to celebrate the 5th anniversary of 3DJoes. So that's the 1986 Terror drone, and then this is a collage of all the 1986 and 1987 vehicles, starting with the Night Raven at the top and ending with the Battle Force 2000. Then you have the 1984-1985 collage. Everything from Zartan and his Chameleon down to the transportable tactical battle platform. Then you have 1982-83, and this is everything from the Sears exclusive Missile Command Headquarters down to Cover Girl and the Wolverine. So that's all the vehicles on 4 posters, 4 collage posters, and then you have 3 breakouts, the Defiant, the Flag, and the Terror drone that are full size, like actual scale to the box. Now this is the 1987 catalog art. So this was made off an original Kodak Ektachrome, which is a high resolution transparency that they used back in the day to transfer art files. Before the days of high-resolution scanners and Dropbox, you would send these very high-resolution Ektachromes. There's actually one hanging on the wall behind me, which is the 1986 catalog art. So, yeah, that's a high-resolution transparency. Looking at it with your eyeball, it's higher resolution than a Retina display. It's truly incredible to behold. And so, taking a scan from that, I took that to a photo company, had them scan that Ektachrome, and then took the file, still cleaned it up a little bit, getting rid of some artifacts. But that's my favorite poster. That's the 1986 catalog art. And that thing is just gorgeous. I mean, we'd never seen the details of the Cobras on the hill like that before. The original that we got was maybe 2.5 by 3.5 inches on that catalog. So just awesome to see this stuff and with such clarity and resolution now. So after the catalogs is the carded figure posters, and these are a couple years at a time. So that's 1988, 1989. Everything from Astro Viper down to the really hard to find double figure Night Force figures that were the Toys R Us exclusives. Shout out to Dan Klingensmith for hooking me up with those. Those are the only carded figures that I actually sourced from somebody else's collection. Every other figure on here I personally bought and documented. So that's 86, 87, with one exception. The twins obviously came in 84, 85, but they were such a different layout that they ended up going on the next poster. The first poster was the 7x7 first carded figure poster. And I mean, this lays out really nicely. There's 7 across the top and 7 all the way down, and you get 49 figures. And that's everything from 1982 to 1985. And then, this is how it all started. These loose figure posters. When I was doing 3DJoes, I was paying 80 bucks a month for the ArcSpin 360 spin software, and I had to come up with a way to offset that cost. So, and I didn't want to put any ads on the site, so this is what I came up with. This is the first poster that I did. This is 3DJoes of the 80s, and it's every figure from 1982 all the way down to 1989. And while I was doing that, I was gathering feedback from collectors. And everybody seemed to they wanted an option, right? They wanted to either have it with the names and code names, or the code names and specialties rather, or they wanted it like clean and artistic with no information on it. So this is a great pop quiz poster for all you guys out there that feel like you already know all the names and specialties. You can put your knowledge to the test with these. All right, so that's all of the 24 by 36s. I don't know if you counted, but that was 15. And so with the all-in offer, which is I believe $105 right now, $105, not a lot of money. You get all 15 of the 24 by 36s, and you get the life-size flag and defiant. So now I'm going to show you the rolling process. This has been refined over time. When I did my first Kickstarter and printed my first posters, I made the egregious error of rolling these up and then wrapping them in rubber bands. And a couple people let me know that that didn't work too well when they got them. There was little indentations on the poster. So ever since then I wrap them in paper, and that seems to work really well. So this is the hardest part, getting a grip on it. You got to get a real kung fu grip and then bring it in real tight. There you go. And then you just watch the edges as you roll it up. And you got to put a tremendous amount of pressure on here so that it doesn't unroll itself. And then kind of bring it down closer to you. And you just slide these pieces of paper up out of the way. And if it ever slips like that, just back it up and then go back and do it right. All right, and so then I just line this up along the top. There we go. And I'm just going to keep rolling it out. I'm going to let that piece go over. And then now I just grab these two pieces of paper, roll them up into the roll, and keep it tight. Keep rolling. And that's a good roll. So then you got a 37-inch tube. And you got your tube caps. Plug one of those in. Break off some of this bubble wrap. Use the soft stuff. That creates a nice little cushion. So you got to be careful with these corners when you put them in. You don't want to bend the corners. So you actually kind of get that corner in there and turn with a spiral. There you go. And then just kind of let it slowly ease back into there. You want to fill it out with more bubble wrap. And pack it in there. So that's it. So then I'll weigh it and tape it up and ship it out. So you got 2.5 weeks left to get the 3DJoes poster deals. It's our 5-year anniversary. All of these are $5 and the big ones are $15. So, you know, any purchase that you make helps pay for 3DJoes and we appreciate it. Yo, Joe.